It was a dessert truck, and I believe it was like frozen bananas.
Oh, no, but if it's dirty, we can't talk about it. No, we can't talk about it, Josh. I think we stop right there.
And fill in the blanks however you wish. Welcome back to the Stories on Tape podcast. My name's Josh Robinson. I'm your host and our storyteller today. I've had the chance to travel the world with her. I think that's right. She can find one of the most unique Airbnbs you've ever seen. We'll tell that story in a second. And if you're looking for a great deal on Facebook Marketplace, she's your lady. It's the one and only Charlotte Mary Wen. Charlie, thanks for being with us today.
Wait, Josh,
I just called you Charlie.
No, please call
Charlie.
me
Great, Charlie. It's your new name. Welcome.
Wait, that was the best intro I could have ever. I didn't even expect that, and that really sums up my life.
And that's all you need. Thanks so much for listening. This has been a great episode of Charlotte, thank you so much. You are my first in-person guest for the podcast.
Thank you. I'm so honored. It's probably because I'm not very tech savvy, so I didn't know how to set it up at home. So I was like, let me just come to Josh
in his apartment, and we're going to make it work. I'm so excited. Okay, so for people that don't know Charlotte Mary Wen, do you have a story you can tell us so that we can feel like we know you and who you are as a person?
Wait, a story to tell you, meaning like a fun story about my life, or my life story?
Just a fun story that we can get to know you a little better.
Okay, should I just tell you a Facebook Marketplace story?
Please, yes.
Okay, so I love to go on Facebook Marketplace. It's so much fun. I throughout tour, as you saw, it was be a fun thing. What can I find on Facebook Marketplace? So being in New York, there's always something to find.
Right.
And I was specifically looking for a blow dryer.
Okay.
Because I have blow dryers at home, so I'm not going to buy one here. Home meaning San Diego.
Right.
Sorry. So I have blow dryers in San Diego. I'm not going to buy another one here. So I said Facebook Marketplace. So I found a listing that said free, and it had all these things listed, lots of pictures. And I zoomed in on all the pictures, and it said, I saw it, a blow dryer. So I was like, great, I'm going. I was like, it said, don't message us. We're getting too many messages. Just show up. So I show up. And I say, hi, I'm here for the blow dryer. And they said, oh, someone already took it. But there was a diffuser extension. But the diffuser has to be attached to a specific Conair blow dryer. I took the diffuser anyway, because I was like, maybe I'll use this down the road. Maybe my sister could use this down the road. But I took a look, and I'll tell you what I got. I got 3 tea bags, 3 oatmeal packets, 4 hangers, a postcard, leftover, what's the stuff that cornstarch, leftover cornstarch, a shirt from ASOS, and I'm missing something. I got, darn it. Okay, I got a few other things. Oh, why am I forgetting? I'm so mad at myself. But I was like, I hit the jackpot. I got a lot of other random stuff. Oh, Pandan flavoring. Okay, that's it.
Charlotte, so many questions. First, the diffuser. When you say the diffuser, you just mean that little plastic attachment that goes on the front of the hairdryer to for curly hair specifically.
Yes.
Charlotte doesn't have curly hair. If you're not watching the video or seen a picture, she has very straight hair.
Yeah, but my sister, she recently got her hair permed. Recently, meaning 6 months ago, got her hair permed. So I was like, well, maybe she could use this down the road. But again, we don't have a Conair. It said Conair on it. I think you have to have, yeah. But hey, what if one day I have curly hair? I could use that.
Do you still have the diffuser?
Yeah, it's sitting in our apartment.
And we're going to get to that in a second. Second question.
Okay.
You said 3 tea bags. They just had 3 individual tea bags?
Sorry, I should explain. Yeah. So it was a box, and I was like, oh, cool, a whole box of mango green tea, whatever.
And
Thank
in
you.
the box,
So I don't sound as...
Right. I thought they just handed you 3 tea bags and 3 oatmeal packets and said good day.
No.
Why did you take all of that stuff anyways?
I took the box thinking there'd be more, and when I got home there were only 3, so maybe I wouldn't have grabbed that box. But also, I will say though, the oatmeal packets were all individual. So the oatmeal packets were not the box. They were individual oatmeal packets, but my sister loves them, so I got them for my sister. Okay, why did I grab them? So I wanted to make the trip worth it. I didn't want to make that trip. I walked half an hour, so I didn't want to make that walk for nothing. So I was like, oh, let me make this trip worth it. And to make it worth it, I just grabbed a bunch of stuff that I thought I could use. And I used the postcard. I wrote a note to my grandma.
This is incredible, Char. I've never heard this story before, and that sums you up beautifully.
I thought that would be a good story to explain who I am.
That is Charlotte in a story right there. Okay, you also, I would say, are a professional storyteller. You on stage
as an actor. Okay.
Are a professional storyteller and get to tell. I would say you've gotten to play some pretty iconic roles in your lifetime.
That's nice.
Let's start with Disney.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tell me, because you played Belle in The Beauty and the Beast.
I'm very close.
Okay. Darn it. No, I didn't do my research. What did you do?
I did. I played Anna in Frozen.
In Frozen, yes.
At the Hyperion.
Yes.
At the Disney California Adventure. And then I was friends with Mulan in the Mickey and the Magical Map.
Okay.
On the Disneyland side. So I worked at both shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? Do you have like a fun memory or like a day that you think back and you're like, that was such a cool moment?
So both of those shows, I auditioned for a few times, and I didn't book it right away, obviously, and I think it was really cool to finally book it because I love Disney, but I think having worked there, I actually love it even more. But I remember finally booking it, and I was so excited because who doesn't? As an actor in Los Angeles, it's very hard. It's very rare to have a performing job that sustains you. I'm working front desk jobs, odd jobs, grocery store demoing, like just random jobs, and so it was really fun and exciting to get a job that could keep you afloat, acting and singing.
Absolutely.
So when I booked it, I was really excited, and I was also really excited because I have a lot of friends who are already working there, and I'd seen Mickey and the Magical Map, so I was really excited to be a part of it. And then once I got to be part of the family, it was like even better. I was like, it lived up to the hype. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't do my research.
No,
hey,
it's
everyone, look up what your friends do before you talk to them on a podcast.
No, I take it as a compliment because I would love to play Belle. That'd be really cool.
I would come see that.
Okay,
I would come see that in a heartbeat. And then how I got to know you was the Anne Peggy tour of Hamilton the Musical. My husband was a stage manager of the show, and so that's how I got connected. I sold merch for a bit, and then was a COVID safety manager, so I got to give Charlotte a long swab and say, "Here you go, thank you."
The friendly face. Josh was a very friendly face as we walked into the theater.
Happy to be, because that was a crazy time. But I think we talked about the story recently. Like our first time. What is your first memory of like us like kind of bonding? Do you know the story that I'm hinting at?
There was a food truck.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes. What do you remember about this day?
It's fuzzy. You fill in the blank. Okay. So it was a food truck, and at this point you were working merch.
Yes.
You were not
it was
working
very
COVID
early,
safety.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to say this was 2021 in the fall, and we were in Sacramento.
I was going to say it was very, yes, I think that is correct.
That was our first stop?
Right after,
first stop.
It was after San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yes, because I joined right after that,
yes.
so yes.
Okay. And Hamilton company management was so generous to bring food trucks once in a while on 2 show days.
Yes.
And there were 2 food trucks. One was a dinner or like Mexican food or something. Yes, a protein. And then the next was an ice cream truck, wasn't it? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay.
Yes.
It was an ice cream truck, and then there was something involving an ice cream. Okay, you fill in the blanks.
It was a dessert truck, and I believe it was like frozen bananas.
Oh no, but if it's
right?
dirty, we can't talk about it. No, we can't talk about it, Josh. I think we stop right there.
And fill in the blanks however you wish.
Because this has to be rated G.
I see.
We don't know where this is going to go.
We can be PG.
Okay.
We can be PG. Disney's PG. We can be PG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I think we leave it at that.
Yeah. And so Charlotte and I giggled, tee-heed, ha-ha'd, had a great time. We're 7. Let's be honest. We're 7-year-olds. And like that's where our sense of humor went. And that's when I said, I'm going to be good friends with this person.
Thank you.
I'm going to be
Josh.
good friends. And I also had the honor, the luck to witness you play all of the sisters in Hamilton, correct? You have been able to do that.
Oh yes. Okay, when you say, probably because you you've seen the show so many times because you saw the monitors backstage.
Right.
So you probably you've easily probably seen me do all of them.
Yes.
Because of being backstage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Backstage and in the lobby. If you don't know this, if you like have to leave a theater for some reason, a lot of them have like just TVs in the lobby that you can sit and watch until you're able to go back in. But they're showing the stage, so you're not really missing anything. So when I was selling merch as well, we were out there and could watch. So that's where that story was going. So tell me about joining the cast of Hamilton, because you joined when it was the it thing, right? Like it was still very much something that people were really wanting to see multiple times even.
I think, let's see, I joined in 2019.
Okay.
Is that a long time ago?
6 years.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, that's crazy.
So kind of.
Yeah, wow. I guess because there's been breaks between
Right.
2019 and now, but I guess it is 6 years.
years.
So I joined in 2019 as Women 5. So I was in the ensemble and I covered the Three Sisters, and it was my first like national tour, first like big theater gig outside of Los Angeles. I had done like an off-Broadway production or random readings in New York, but like this was my first like big thing. So that was really exciting when I got that call. I like, couldn't believe it, and I had auditioned for Hamilton for years, and not just once. I think it was a few times I had auditioned for it, and sometimes you audition for it and you don't hear anything for like a year.
Right.
Yeah, and so that was really cool to like finally be like, oh, I think before I went in that time, I truly in my mind I was like, leading up to it, I said, you know what? I think I'm just not gonna. How do I say this? I was like, maybe the show isn't for me. I'm just gonna appreciate this and love the show and be like, I'm not gonna be in the show, and that's fine.
Yes.
It's not gonna be my show. And then I think I went in really not caring because I was like, this isn't for me, because obviously they've seen me how many times and they haven't cast me. So let me just appreciate it, because then I wouldn't have any animosity towards it if I was like, I love this show as a viewer, and I will always be that. So I kind of like let go of it, and once, of course, that's how it always happens, right? Like it's like dating, bleh, when they say that. When you stop looking, it comes to you, like that thing. So I think it was that, like, oh, if I don't care. And so I just went in and had fun.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I was nervous, but I had more fun.
And it's not that you didn't care. It was just that like you weren't stressing, you weren't like nitpicking. You were just like, I'm going to be the way I think this character should be, and if they love it, great, and if they don't, we'll find something else.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think, going in with that mindset of like, this is the end all be all, or this is it for me. If I don't book this, that's it. Like, I think it helped me. Yeah. But I think looking back on it, I that mindset of like, I'm gonna just not be in the show. I'm just gonna look at it. Sometimes I want to take it as a learning lesson, because I want to tell myself it's okay to have aspirations, and it's okay to have a dream. It's okay to have a dream show. It's okay to like hope for something, because then what I can do is learn how to just cope with the disappointment and the hurt when it doesn't happen. So I was like, maybe it's okay, because I was like, I can never say I want to be in the show or the show, but it's like, what if I just say I want to be in the show, and if it doesn't happen for me, then that's okay. Yeah. And I like learned to be like, that didn't happen, but I got to do this in life. And I don't know. It's just thoughts that I have when I'm like about to go to bed at night, and I'm just overthinking.
But you got it. You were cast.
Yeah.
Have played all Three Sisters in the United States, in Canada, and now internationally. You got to go to Australia. And I was so excited when I heard that you were joining that cast, because Travis helped start the show there. He helped open the show there, and so I was excited for him to have a friend. And I think it was just gonna be great. So how was your time?
But then he left after opening night.
He did. He said, "I'm gonna open this, and then I am gone. I am done. Love you, Hamilton."
So really, you should have been like, "I'm so glad Charlotte will have
a friend for a minute." Yeah. So tell me, what was it like getting that call and then being in Australia? How long were you there?
I was there, including rehearsal, I was there for 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like getting that call? Because there had been a little bit of a break. You had left the tour here in the States.
Yeah.
And so what was it like getting that call and then going down under?
So, oh, my accent's really bad.
That was really bad. Don't.
No.
Don't do that. I can
it
help
was really
myself.
good.
You don't have to do that.
No. It's really bad. It's bad. Anyway, down under. Okay, so but I have been watching a TV show with Rose Byrne. Platonic. I've been watching Platonic on Apple TV, and Rose Byrne obviously is Australian.
Yes.
So like I've been like picking up, but her accent's kind of morphed because she's been here so long.
Sure.
So anyway, all that to say is maybe I could pick it up because I'm watching her so much.
I would love that.
Okay.
I would love that.
So I got the call when I was with my dad in China. We were doing a China trip, and I was at a club in China, and my manager texted me because I at that point, like, it wasn't a done deal, but I had a feeling it might happen because the casting director here in New York had like messaged me about my interest, not saying there's an offer or anything, but just what's your interest, or how would you feel about going to Australia? And so it was very general. So my manager texted me when I was in a club in China, and I was like so pumped. I was really excited. And then I called all my family once I got home. Not in the club.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, I truthfully did not know anyone in Australia. I did not know anyone, and so I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what the people are like out there, like not in general of Australia. I just mean in the cast, because you don't know like what you don't know the company at all, and so they could be a really tight family that you're going into, and then it's like you don't fit in at all. So I was like, oh gosh, and they are a really tight family. But then I eventually assimilated into that tight family. I merged in. Okay. Anyway, I didn't know anyone, and so I was really scared, but also like really excited. I was so pumped. Also just to have a job, because at that point I hadn't been working. I think I'd done like random little voiceover things, but I hadn't had like a full-time job since we closed and Peggy. So I was so pumped, and but equally just as scared and nervous. Not for the gig, because I was so grateful I already knew the show, and that really eases a lot. When you already know the show, you're like, oh, I'm showing up, and this is like a paid vacation. Like I get to have fun,
In Australia.
Yeah. What? Like, so I was really excited to be part of that and to be offered that. I was so excited for the opportunity. So I joined surprisingly in Singapore like a month before, which was not expected. Singapore came very last minute, and then thankfully in the Singapore run, it's mostly Australians, or a lot of Australians that were going to be also part of the company when we went to Sydney. So I got to meet a lot of those people, I got to meet a lot of my friends that way, and then it made the transition into Australia so much easier, because once I already knew a lot of people, I was like, oh, this is so much easier now going into Australia. It was like a gentle like easing into that company.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I had the best time, and I still talk to like a lot of people over there, but like of course see everyone on social media still, and like it makes me happy seeing them doing their thing, and like I miss everyone. So I sobbed big time on closing night. It was a bad idea. There was we did a bar thing where everyone can come in and out, and I made the awful decision to say, I'm going to say goodbye to each person individually.
Charlotte,
why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Oh my gosh. And Josh, okay, something also that the viewers can know about me. I'm the queen of Irish goodbyes. I'm the queen.
Okay.
I would do it.
I don't think I knew this about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just goodbyes are so awkward and long, and
so you decided.
Oh yeah, I'm the queen. So I decided, because I was like, I don't know when I'll ever see these people again. Like who knows? Who knows, right? So I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna be in Australia next. So I started, and I said, oh my gosh, my eyes were painful. I was in pain, and I was sobbing for every person, because rightfully so, like, all these people had like impacted me so much, and I like loved everyone. I love everyone. And so I started going to every single person, but then I think I honestly, I was at like person number 25 or something. I don't know, but I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so I texted the rest of the people that I missed. I was like, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't do it anymore. And like, I was all closer to the door, and there were people I missed, but I was like, I can't walk back in there.
No.
And so I just left. But anyway, oh gosh, well, I went on a rant, but that was my Australia experience.
Shout out to all of our Australian friends. Hey y'all, we love you very much.
I miss you all, and don't you miss me?
Yes, there it is. We got it. Yes. Okay, So do you have a moment of being in this show for a few years altogether? Is there a moment you think back on? Is there an audience interaction? Is there just something that kind of you remember fondly about being in Hamilton the musical?
Oh, okay. Fond memories. That's a tricky one.
I know.
I don't have any fond memories. Okay, so there's so many memories that I have with just like connection with people in the company, like backstage. But so I wanna try to think of a specific one. But I can up front in general, I will say like a really fond memory is the like fan responses. I think specifically people expressing how much it meant to see like an Asian woman up there being represented and having their daughters see that as well, and sons, but like to see their children see Asian representation on stage. That was really awesome. And I'd gotten some of those messages while I was at Disney too. And like it doesn't get old. Like I think it's really impactful. It for me, it's just as much of a gift to know that that's like, it was a gift for me to get those messages because I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like the impact, that's why we do what we do. And, you know, I was so grateful that people took the time to message me to tell them how, that has impacted them and has also impacted their children. So that was really cool. So that was that as a general statement. Okay. And then, I really, really am so grateful for the time we had in Honolulu.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I in general, like, what a blessing that this show has brought us, like, all over in, like, Canada, like, all over the U.S. And, like, I have so many special memories of each city. But I will say that being in Honolulu just felt so special. Like, I was hiking all the time, going to the beach before shows. Like, how in what world? Yeah, in what world? For 2 months. For 2 months. And, yeah, just the people were just so nice. Like, everyone living there was just so kind. So I think in general, that was amazing because I was like, I could live off of shaved ice. You know, shave ice. Is it shave ice or shaved ice?
I think it's with a D, with past tense. I think it's shaved ice.
I've seen both, so I don't know.
Oh. No, I think
I'll
it's
say
shaved. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I always say it.
Okay. We'll say shaved ice.
Grammar lesson with Charlotte and Josh.
Could be wrong.
Could be wrong. Yeah. Fact check us, please.
But yeah, I think being in Honolulu, not saying we don't enjoy our jobs, but I think that like being in an environment like that made it seem like, oh, people were so happy at work. Like everyone would be like coming from the beach and like rolling in on their motorcycles and like being like, hey, on their bikes. My scooter, I had an electric scooter, and like we're just coming in and we're like, hey, welcome to work. Like everyone was so happy every day. So yeah, that was really awesome.
Yeah. I got to visit while y'all were in Honolulu. Charlotte and Travis and I had lunch. I hadn't seen you in a minute before that, and I was so excited. And insert this picture of Charlotte trying to leave the restaurant.
Oh, I have these photos. I have these photos saved.
On her electric scooter. What? I think you like couldn't get it to start, or like, do you remember what was happening?
I was struggling. Fun fact, the helmet.
Maybe that's what it was, because the helmet is like precarious in these pictures
was that what it was? Oh, I don't know. Actually, the hat. I want to say that if I'm remembering correctly, the hat, the shirt, and the bike. I mean the scooter, all Facebook Marketplace.
Again, all you need to know about Charlotte. All you need to know about Charlotte. Facebook. If it's on Facebook Marketplace, she has seen it and thought about buying it, posted it to her Instagram story for people to vote on. And she doesn't always go with the votes, which I think is a good thing. No, I do not. I think that's a good thing.
But sometimes you have to know you have to know what they think to know, no, that's not what I want. Oh, but the helmet was from Denver when we were on tour in Denver, because I was scootering in the snow without one, and people yelled at me.
I would have too if I had known that.
They're like, you have to get a helmet.
No, none of that. Okay. So speaking of tour.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, go.
You're talking about when we all got lunch.
Yes.
And we went to like an Elvis themed.
That's right. It was like an American Elvis themed.
It was interesting.
Restaurant.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good.
Travis and I got some cute pictures from it.
Yeah. Very cute photos. Yeah, I took those.
Speaking of tour, if you've if you're not close to touring life like Charlotte and I are, what happens usually is the tour will give you a couple options for hotels to stay in, or you can take a buyout and you get the same amount of money that it costs to stay in the hotel for that week, right? And you can use that money to Airbnb, do whatever you want with it. And so a lot of the times cast members will just find an Airbnb that they can live in together, and it saves a little money. It's more fun than being in a hotel. And I need to know the potato.
Yes. Okay. The potato.
The potato. Take it away.
I have many stories of interesting stories of where I've stayed on tour, because the woman in the dressing room would be like, Charlotte. I'd be telling someone, Charlotte, no. Why do you keep getting yourself in these situations? Because I find really cheap places.
You do.
But the potato was not cheap.
Really?
The potato was like $260 for the night.
Oh, you only stayed there one night?
Oh, I stayed there one night.
Oh, I thought you were there for the week. This is even better. Okay, continue.
No. And for those who know me, or people who are listening to this who don't know me, I would never in my life spend $260 like that. That's a big deal for me. My friends are shaking their heads because I buy used shoes on Facebook Marketplace. Like, the fact that I stayed in a $260 potato overnight says a lot. Mm-hmm. But I really wanted to experience it. My sister and I love potatoes. Like, it became a thing where I would send her potato. I think there's a company called Potato Parcel, and you can send someone a message and a photo on a potato. Yeah. So I had a photo of us clubbing, sent on the potato, and on the back they write a message that you want to be written. So
Sure.
I had a message, and then we would jokingly send each other potato things, like keychains, clothing, stuff like that. And so, and at first she was going to visit me, but she wasn't able to visit me because of work. But she's like, "Oh, I found this potato in Boise. When you're in Boise, we should go." And I was like, "Oh, I'm down. Let's do it." Outside of Boise, though, it was an Uber ride out there. But I treated myself. I wanted to treat myself, Josh. Mm-hmm. So it was a big thing for me. I was like, let's do something for Charlotte on tour. Stayed in this potato. It's attached to this big kind of farm where there's a cow named Dolly, and on the listing it says only feed Dolly lettuce or something like that.
Did they provide the lettuce?
They provide the lettuce, but then someone else was like, "No, do not." That's why Dolly's not eating the lettuce. Dolly wants treats. Cows can eat other things. I was like, "Dang it! I should have brought some sweet treats or something." Yeah. Fig Newtons. Oh.
I have fed Fig Newtons to a Highland cow. That's why I suggested Fig Newtons. I don't know if normal cows eat
I was going to say,
Newtons.
You should. Yeah, I was like,
well, you
know these things because you're from Chattanooga. That's farm country, but maybe that's not right. Okay, never mind. It's not right. Anywhere outside of a big city to me is farm country. Chattanooga.
I'm so sorry that she is. Hamilton has played Chattanooga.
Oh, sorry, not me.
No, you're right, not you. But the new tour has played Chattanooga. Chattanooga, I'm so sorry that she's putting you in a negative light like that.
No, I didn't say farm country was negative. What, you are the Chattanooga. I'm so farm country. I'm so sorry that Josh has said that farm country is negative, because I never said farm country was negative. I just said Chattanooga was a farm country. But it's not.
There are places outside of Chattanooga that, yes, definitely are farm country.
Okay, I'm mistaken.
More West Tennessee. Anyways, this is the tangent.
Okay.
So you're Ubering out to the potato.
So I'm Ubering to the potato, and then so it's a big field and a cow named Dolly, mm-hmm. but Dolly wouldn't really come to me a lot because I only brought lettuce.
Right.
And then an outhouse that has a big tub with salts, Epsom salts that smells so good. There's different, they all smell different. Mm-hmm. They're all labeled. It's very fancy, with a beautiful sink, bathroom, shower, everything. But there was no lock on it. So at night I was stressed because this potato is not just some secret potato. There's a big sign on it that says something about this is the potato. People know about it. So anyone could show up at night. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I'm posting about it live that I'm there. And my friend Rebecca, the next day, she goes, "Charlotte, I didn't want to make you nervous, but never do that again. Never post publicly where you are. Post about it afterwards." I was like, okay. She goes, "Do not do that again." She goes, "I didn't want to stress you out, but do not do that again." You know what? She's right.
She's right. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
This potato is a public potato. You know what I'm saying?
Put that on a hat. This potato is a public potato. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'd buy it.
You're funny, Josh.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're funny.
Thank you. So what was the inside of the potato like?
Oh, so it's not a real potato. So it's
right. Yes. This is a giant cement, saran,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Plaster. I don't
Plaster,
know what it was.
that's the word. Yes.
I don't know, but it was very comfy. The bed was so comfortable. Like the lights, I kept the lights like bright because I wanted to experience it as long as I could. I got it really hot and toasty in there. There's like books, a journal, so you can like write down who you are and where you're from. Like you can see where other people have signed it, like a wedding book. You know, a cute little like queen size bed. It's very quaint. A little place you can sit, but it's very small, no Wi-Fi, so you had to like come prepared. I downloaded movies before I got there. Very small. But anyway, in the middle of the night I had to pee, but I was too scared to go to the outhouse because it doesn't lock.
Right. So
I just opened the door and I like peed right there in front of the door.
Yeah, you did.
I went back inside. The next morning, it's covered in snow. It's snowing everywhere. Like there's snow, and I was like, oh, this is good. You can never tell I peed. Anyway. Yeah. So but it was beautiful because, there's snow on the potato now. Yeah.
It's a snowy potato.
Yeah, it was very fun. Yeah.
Wow.
And my Airbnb host at the time when I was staying in Boise was so sweet. She came to pick me up.
That's right.
Instead of me calling another Uber because she was like, I kind of want to see the potato. So she picked me up and took photos of me in front of the potato.
In front of the potato.
Yeah.
See pictures here. That's one of my favorite stories of you. That is like truly one of my favorite stories that involves you.
Thank you, Josh.
Yes.
I appreciate it because I feel like it's a kind of my legacy because whenever I meet anyone in the Hamilton world who I don't know but is in other companies like at the like Philip Company on Broadway, like other companies, like when I meet them, they're like, "Oh, are you the girl who stayed at the Potato?"
I love
like even
that.
people at like Baseline, like company management, like who I had not met yet. They're like, "Oh wait, you stayed at the Potato?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was me. That was me."
There are worse things you could be known for.
Yeah,
there are like much worse things that you could be known for. We'll take that. I love that so much.
I love that potato.
Shout out to the Potato in Boise. Now, what else? Oh, I want to get into your Facebook Marketplace of it all because, especially being here in New York, you've moved back. Yes, officially, we'll say.
Yes,
great.
yes.
Welcome back. What is it about Facebook Marketplace that gets you so excited and wants, like, because it's not something I do. I don't.
You're missing out.
I'm not, and that's sweet.
You are missing out. I'm appalled.
But I don't even know, like, what's on there. What are you looking for that you can't find at a Target that no one, or a local store or a bodega or like whatever that other people haven't used already?
Okay, so I don't know where my Facebook Marketplace passion, I won't say obsession, I don't know where my Facebook Marketplace passion started, but it was even before tour. Like I want to say I was perusing maybe like 2018, but people have probably been on it before that.
Sure.
Yeah. But for me, it's a thrill. Like, hey, some people turn to drugs. I think it's a pretty good thing that I turned to Facebook Marketplace.
Again, worst things you could be spending your time doing.
So I think what it is I love getting a deal. Like I love finding deals. So if I can go onto on Google and I look up how much something costs, but I could find it on Facebook Marketplace for just a little cheaper, and I could walk there and pick it up, and maybe it's used a little bit, but maybe it's brand new. Why not save a buck or two? I think it's awesome. And I just love thrift stores. Like I love thrifting.
Okay.
I think it's really fun to find cool finds. And so I'm like, well, Facebook Marketplace, essentially, it has it laid out for you. So instead of me sifting through a rack, I can type in crop top or Lululemon joggers. I'm saying random things that I've looked up in the past. Or sometimes things come up that the algorithm knows you, so it's it's going to show you things that they think you might like.
Right.
So I think it's just so much fun, finding random things for a deal, or that are cute.
Or that are cute, and sometimes they're both.
Yes.
Sometimes they're both. I will say, Charlotte and I, one of the first weeks I moved to the city, Charlotte was also here, and she found this PR company that was asking people to, they sent a list of photos and videos that they wanted, And so Charlotte and I spent an afternoon wandering around. It was mostly Midtown, but like wandering around New York City, trying to get pictures to fulfill this list of pictures. I don't think they chose any of our pictures.
No, unless like, what if I was like secretly they chose them and I never
you
told
tell me right now,
and I was like,
that'd be incredible.
Hoarding all the money. No, we had good photos.
I agree.
Okay, our photos were top notch.
I agree.
Do you know what though?
Let's talk. You go first.
Okay. So I have a theory because I have an ex who works for. Can I just say the company?
Sure.
It was for Snapchat.
Oh right. Oh, I totally forgot. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. It was for Snapchat, and I have an ex who works for Snapchat on the marketing side. Okay, so I just want to say, I think that our videos and photos came across, and he was the one.
He said next.
Yeah, he did this to me. Anyway, that's my theory. No, I'm serious. I had that theory. I was like, I literally in my head was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna see all these photos and videos of us, and be like,
I did not know this either, Charlotte. See, Charlotte made me lose out on I don't know how much money. It wasn't enough. It wasn't a lot. But remember the girl and her pigeons? Do you remember that?
One
of the
yeah.
prompts was like
You tell it.
a picture with a pigeon, right?
Yep.
Like that was the prompt, a picture with a pigeon. And so we were just uploading them to this folder in a Google Drive.
Like a shared folder.
So we could see everyone else that was also uploading pictures.
And let's say what we did and what other people did.
So there was one that was like a picture with a pizza.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you
like,
mean about the pigeon?
Pictures, like we think a pigeon in the foreground.
Yes.
Like people.
Charlotte squatted next to a pigeon on a sidewalk in front of a food cart.
Right, because I was like, where are we gonna find a pigeon? Right. So like, and people were posting like, like trying to get pigeons like around them.
Right.
Like, whatever.
No. The girl that I'm sure won this one had like pet pigeons
in her bed.
Just like sitting with her, like it was such a normal thing.
Sitting on her shoulder, on her head, in her hands. Like,
yes.
I was like, she took it to the next. Like they probably sought her out.
Oh yeah.
They probably looked for her.
When we came across those pictures, I was like, well, Charlotte, we
did not get that one.
We flunked hard. But I did make Charlotte spin around in Penn Station. Is that where we were? Grand Central.
Oh, Grand Central.
Mm-hmm. Charlotte had to just spin around in front of a group of people.
Embarrassing.
We bought square slices of pizza. We found a place that sold square slices of pizza.
They wanted square. Yeah. They wanted square.
And then we posed it in front of buildings and things. We did sit on a sidewalk.
We sat on a sidewalk. Oh.
We did. And I told friends twice. I told friends about it later, and they were like, "Don't ever do that again." I'm like, "You're right. I apologize. I'm learning.
I know. But and also, well, you know that I'm a germaphobe.
Yes.
And so like when a couple of friends I just like saw that photo and they were like, Charlotte, in what world you don't sit on the train, but you'll sit on the sidewalk?
You don't sit on the train.
Oh, I stand as much as I can.
Really?
But I'm not alone, Josh. There's a lot.
I know.
Yeah. I stand.
Interesting. Do you hold onto the railing at all?
I do. I've done the thing where I try to be like a surfer.
Sure.
But it's embarrassing when you fall.
Correct.
So.
Have you fully fallen?
No.
Okay, but like stumble.
Yeah. And it's cute when you're with a friend because you'd be like,
when you're by yourself.
When you're by yourself, it's just like so embarrassing. Like, dude,
and
just hold the railing.
There's 17 people around you. Yeah.
So I actually find that like I not that like. I mean, what defines it? But I feel like the real like New Yorkers, or whatever, they don't care. They just hold it.
Right.
I feel like, but
just wash your hands.
But I think and you wash your hands. So it's like that's what I sadly do. Or I have my hand sanitizer. I just use it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Or I've tried but when I'm with my sister, I make her hold it, and then I hold her arm.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and then it's like I'm like flex Janelle, and like stay.
She's getting her workout. You're making her work out. I love this.
I really don't like sitting, but I will hold the pole now because I'm just like, I make my life difficult by trying to lean on it a certain way. I'm just going to hold it.
We're growing.
Yeah.
We're growing. We're learning. I also you brought up your sister. You're currently living with her.
Yes.
Tell everyone about this living situation, please.
Okay. So my sister moved here 6 months before me.
Right.
And she's so gracious in her studio apartment. And she so graciously has allowed me to move in with her. And And what we did is we scooted up, and it's a small studio. Like,
yeah.
Have you seen? Oh yeah, I showed you, right?
I've seen pictures.
Yeah. Okay. So small studio. Like people are like, oh, studio. Like they think sometimes it's like, oh yeah, but think New York studio.
Right.
Yeah. So we moved up her couch and then put a little foldable. You know, on Amazon you can get the foldable bed frames, twin bed frame. I was gonna get even smaller than a twin, but then my dad was like, Charlotte, it's just 3 more inches. Just be comfortable. So I was like, okay.
They make things smaller than a twin.
Yeah, it's like for like kids.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I got the little, and it's a foldable mattress too, because we just said in case I ever leave on a contract or something, we want to be able to put everything away.
Yeah.
So, I sleep behind the couch. The couch is just a little closer to the TV now, and we make it work. It's like college, but it works because we're so close. Otherwise, it would not work. Yeah.
Tell me one of your favorite stories that involves your sister, because
okay, funny.
I've never met your sister.
Wait, you haven't met her?
I've never met her.
Not on tour? I'm trying to think the places. Oh, I guess you were never there at the same time. And like when she came on tour, you weren't on tour, and then.
So
but
we'll
she
make
knows
that
who.
happen.
But she knows who you are.
Yeah. But would love to meet and be like,
oh yeah, totally.
You're a saint for letting your sister live with you in your studio
apartment.
Yeah.
Tell her.
I will.
That'd be very nice.
I will.
Yeah, please tell her. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think of a funny story. So like during COVID, everyone was doing like virtual choirs.
Yeah.
And virtual like songs.
Everything.
Yeah. So, the church. Our family church that we grew up in was doing like virtual choir. So we got the song, and then my sister and I was like, come on, Janelle, come on, let's do it together. Let's help out. And so we're standing in front of my tripod and the phone, and I think we were just like, I don't know the song. Let's pretend it's whatever. So we're like, holy, holy. And we couldn't stop laughing every time we'd be like, holy, holy. And we just started crying, laughing. She was in tears. She was like, I can't do it. I was like, come on, Janelle. I was like, you can do it. I was like, come on. Let's do it. Come on, serious. And so it's because they wanted us in like tape. They want our faces, not just our voices. So we're just like, every time we're like, and we're like, and just the 2 of us, and it's a cappella because it's like the songs in our ears. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I want to edit it later.
Right.
So we're just like, holy, holy, and it's just like one person starts laughing.
Yeah.
So she's like, I can't. Tears are down her eyes. She's like, please, Charlotte, I can't. I was like, okay, go back to your work. So she went back to the living room to continue her work, and then I just sang it by myself. I was like, fine, I'm doing it by myself because poor Janelle, I kind of forced her. I was like, you have to do it with me, Janelle. You have to sing it with me. Anyway, that's
Does your sister have a good singing voice?
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
She can
so it
harmonize.
runs in the family.
So she grew up doing like musical theater with me, and she'll say she's like, I kind of did it because you were doing it, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But she found her passion more for like hip hop dance and like all that stuff. Yeah.
Are you older or is she older?
I'm older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we did like musical theater growing up together, so she can sing. And like, she's really like dissecting shows afterwards is really fun. Like whenever she knows someone's off, she like hears it. Like it's not just like sitting and listening. Right. She'll like, ooh, like she can hear things. Meaning when I sing, she'll let me know. She will let me know.
I have to meet her. I love this. I have to meet her.
She'll give me notes.
Because unfortunately, I also grew up in church singing a cappella, so I understand that very much. So I can't harmonize, to be clear. I can sing melody all day long. I've got that in the bag. You need me to harmonize.
Oh, really? You can't hear it? But you can hear it though, right?
But if someone next to me is singing it, I can match them. And I can hear that the harmony's happening, but I don't know, like, my brain doesn't tell me like, it's this.
Is it like if you were singing the melody and someone was singing harmony next to you, do you automatically start singing the harmony on accident?
Potentially, yes.
Okay, potentially.
It's tough.
Okay.
If I know the melody really well, like we're singing Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. But if it's like a pop song and like we're in the car and like I heard you doing it a second ago, you're learning a song right now and you were just harmonizing. You just learning your duet, and I was like, I could never.
Okay. But you do musical theater, Josh.
I do, but someone has to like plunk it out on the piano for me. I record it, and then I can like sing that over and over in my head, and then I memorize like, this is what my voice does.
Right.
But I couldn't like if I didn't have that.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't.
I
can't just like do it.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would be a good Broadway person. I would.
But you can hear someone's off, or you can hear like you can hear things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so I worked in TV for a while, and so watching news, if anything is off, I'm like, that's wrong. That's wrong. And now having like seen the other side of like I've done some like high school, college, I did theater. And now like having been on tour and seeing the other side of it too, I'm like, oh, there's so much else that's going on. That's like, oh, that was off. Like not just the
I wouldn't
singing
know
or,
that.
Oh,
if I watched a news, I wouldn't know anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so that's why my parents won't watch the news with me, because that's all I do is I sit there and I'm like, that's wrong. They did that wrong. That's like.
Oh, wait, can I ask your opinion on something
please.
that I just, because I'm on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, because like, oh no, is there still older people on Facebook? Anyway, I'm on Facebook. So there's it's okay. No shame in being old. Anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. So there's on Facebook I saw there's a news reporter came up who was a weatherman, and the headline was something like he's being shamed for, it was like a storm was coming in, and instead of like, well, as he's reporting, he was texting his wife to be like, are you and the kids safe, because a storm was about to come in. People were like, oh, he shouldn't be texting on camera, texting his family. He's supposed to be reporting that there's a storm. And like, I think it was life or death, maybe situation. So what is your opinion on that?
I remember this.
Okay.
And I think, well, it's not like, I think he had been on the air for a little bit already, I believe. And to be clear, everyone that you see on TV, on stage, on screen, they're all just people. Like, he has a wife and kids. And so it's not like he stopped what he was doing entirely to be like, hold on a second, 10,000 viewers, I need to text my fam. Like, I think he was just making sure that his family was safe. And I think anyone else would do the same thing. Like, and then having worked in a newsroom, when you cut into people's programming, because there is life or death situation happening with weather, they will let you know how upset they are that their Wheel of Fortune, Olympics, what have you, did not get shown. And it's like, hey, friends, there were thousands of people in danger, and our meteorologists are able to like help protect them. Right. You know? And when people want to share their opinions, and I'm sure you get that a lot too, especially now that social media is so like prevalent, and people can have access to you in ways that 20 years ago we didn't have access to people in that way. Just think before you send that message or post that comment, because the people are going to see it. And you learn to like kind of have a thick skin and learn to like brush it off, but it's not fun. It comes with the territory. You're putting yourself out there as a public person, and so like people are going to share their opinions of you, which I understand. But also like, you don't have to say that mean thing or that rude comment or whatever it is. Just tell the person next to you and move on. Right.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to say meteorologist, not weatherman?
Oh, same. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine.
But yeah. But I agree with you. I agree with you, Josh, because overall, someone was saying, well, the fact that he's texting his wife shows how important, how drastic it is. And someone else said, because I love reading the comments. Yeah. Oops.
Oh,
but
good for
on,
you.
On the other side of that,
Sure.
I do love I love reading, because someone said, oh, this man has his priorities straight. Like he's like taking care of his family.
Yes.
But yeah, I think you do. I think having seen like not very kind comments sometimes, like I think that's. Yeah, it's like very much if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't have to like just don't say it. But I think that people do not adhere to that when it comes to the internet. People really like to say the mean things, and it's not necessary
at all.
Yeah,
at all. As someone who has a following and people learn and know who you are, and your name's in a playbill, and so they can follow you and find you. What are your tips or tricks for people that are getting into this kind of industry with social media? Are you learning that it can be helpful as well as hurtful? Are there ways that people can kind of navigate that from your perspective to kind of use it to their advantage to, like, I don't know, be seen, get their creativeness out there?
Oh my goodness, I'm on the side of like, I don't know, please people teach me how to use social media. So I'm on the other side of like, oh, how do I do this? Like, how do I edit this?
Old.
Like, yeah, I'm like, what's CapCut? Anyway, so like I'm like learning, but coming from someone who it's not like necessarily fun for me, I will say that make stuff that is fun for you. So it's like if it's not fun, if you're not enjoying it, like I don't enjoy it, then I'm not gonna do it. But if it's something like I have a fun reel, I'm gonna put this idea together. It's gonna be fun for me because I want to share this and I think this is cool. Then it's fun for me. Then I'll create the reel or the video or whatever. So I've done stuff here and there, but it's because like I enjoyed it and I was like, I had this fun idea, I want to do it, not out of obligation of like, oh my gosh, gotta create something today, gotta post something. You know what I mean? Because that's no fun.
Agreed.
And then why do it?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think when people post content and often I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I loved it that much. Like I commend those people because I'm like, of course they wouldn't be doing it if it's not fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? And some people are just so good at it. Like you're really good at it, Josh, because I think you're very consistent. I think also consistency is key.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is one thing I've learned.
Yeah. And I am not consistent in my exercise, in my eating, in my posting.
Life.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I think consistency is key, and like you're really good at always posting because also it doesn't have to be like. Not saying yours is not, but I'm like, oh, do I have to wait till like I'm on a red carpet and then I can post something? No, it's like you can post it. Everything is. Someone said to me one time, everything is content, and I was a little overwhelmed by that. I was like, oh gosh, oh my gosh. But everything is content, so it's like even if it's just something fun you did that day, or something you ate, or something you made, or just as long as it's fun. So I think that if you're gonna start doing content, I think try to post about what's fun for you, or else it's gonna become a chore, and then you're gonna dread it.
Yes.
So that's why, and I think that's why I don't post a lot, because I'm like, oh, what will be fun for me to actually get down to an edit. So I'm like, if it's not something I'm really passionate about, I will not have fun editing it.
And that can be hard. Yes, that's very difficult sometimes. Yeah. Okay, one question that I'm trying to ask everyone: why do you think storytelling is so important?
I think storytelling is so important. Well, my initial response, like the first thing, in my opinion, I guess, my first thing was to be so that like future generations can hear stories. Because I think when I hear stories from my parents or grandparents or about my great grandparents or even for other generations, I feel like I know more about myself, or like the ancestors before me and why I am where I am, or I am who I am. I don't know, like it gives me more an idea of identity and like, oh, like appreciation too for life, because I'm like, wow, like thinking about generations that came before me and they're really cool stories, or they're really heartbreaking stories. And I think it's really like awesome to hear and learn. And it also, I guess, keeps them alive and their legacy alive. But I also, not only for future, I think also for our own self, it's fun to tell stories, because it's like a reminder of, like, even just now talking about just random stories, it's like healing in a way, because like, wow, like I have had really awesome experiences, or I've had a really great life, like nothing's in my life right now, Josh, like nothing is huge, monumental, nothing like I'm not in a show right now, you know what I mean? So it's easy to like kind of sit in a rut, or sit in those thoughts like, oh gosh, I'm not working, or oh, I'm still looking for, or I'm still auditioning, and you can get into those thoughts. But it's fun to like reminisce and think about the really awesome, great things you've done in life. Not to say like live in the past and dwell in the past. Like in high school I was a top cheerleader. Like I wasn't varsity, and I was an All-American. Anyway, so
wow.
but that's when you didn't have the tumbling requirement. The year after,
I see,
because I cannot I cannot tumble. But I could do all the other things.
Maybe that's Charlotte's next move: is we teach Charlotte to tumble.
Absolutely not.
No. Okay.
Nope. No. But then after I left, they added the requirement: you have to tumble to be All-American. That's what they call it, All-American cheerleader. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so
Can I take your mic for just a second? Can you give us your best, yes, whatever it is. I need this, Charlotte.
It's and then oh no. I don't know what we did. It was like there were random like I don't know. Oh, gosh.
Incredible. That's all I needed. I don't think I knew this about you. I've
Astray.
learned so much about my friend Charlotte today.
Okay, Astray. My joke was when people... thank you for learning about me.
Yes.
I should be asking more questions about you to learn more about you, Josh.
No, that's not the point of the pod.
Okay.
I'm the host of the podcast. It's my job.
Okay, who cares about you?
Exactly.
Okay.
No
So,
one.
what I was saying is making the joke of people like, dwelling in the past. See, I always come back to the point.
Love it.
Dwelling in the past, like, being that cool, like, high school jock, whatever. I was the captain of the football team, whatever. I'm not saying that that's not a big accomplishment.
Cool,
that is
right,
a very cool
yes.
thing. But not dwelling in it, not like sitting in the past and being stuck in it, but looking back and appreciating like those times, because like in the future me I would like to think that future me will look back and be like, wow, there's even more fun memories to come that I don't know about yet. You know what I mean? That there are awesome things in store for me that I can't see now sitting in this moment, but I will look back later in life and be like, wow, I was doing this and this and this, but at the time I didn't know that was going to come. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's cool for oneself, but then I think that also storytelling is really fun for awesome generations. It doesn't even have to be your own children, but just other like people that you encounter or younger generations that they can learn about like the past, because it helps inform like the future. You know,
it goes back to what you were saying at the beginning, representation. Like just seeing an Asian woman do these incredible things. They might not have any other connection to you other than like they are also Asian or they are a woman or, you know, whatever it is. But seeing you do the things that you've done so far in your life is definitely making an impact and helping future generations know that their story matters just as much as yours does now.
No, that's like, yeah, it's a good point, because I was thinking about some of the people who messaged me were parents, but like they will say to me like, oh, like, you know, my daughter, like her face lit up, or like, oh, it was really impacted my child in this positive way. But I think ultimately it affects them as adults. Like what I appreciate too is like knowing that, oh, it's also very healing for an adult to see that, because sometimes like people message me with their kids that are so young they don't really remember, like they can't really fully comprehend, but like as an adult and seeing their child and knowing that there's representation for their child and their upbringing, that they're going to grow up seeing representation, is I think healing for the parent as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Charlotte, this has been lovely.
Has it?
It has.
Thank you.
Like I said, I've
Thanks,
loved getting
Josh.
to learn about you. This is so much fun. How can people follow along with your story? Where are you? How do they keep up with all things Charlotte Mary Wen?
Oh man, as you're talking, I was gonna try to come up with a joke, but
About what?
I don't know. I was gonna be like, you can find me by courier pigeon, or like,
Which you probably could, honestly.
Or
I'm sure that exists for
or like
you.
find me on Facebook Marketplace. Actually,
Charlotte.
don't.
Send her a potato.
Yeah. Send me a potato parcel.
Potato parcel.
Yes. No.
I don't have a P.O. box for you. Otherwise, I would give you the P.O. box to send Charlotte a potato parcel. Sorry.
And then I can't disclose my sister's address because it is her apartment,
Correct.
not mine.
Yeah, we're not going to do that either.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We can't do that.
No.
So I guess Instagram.
Why is this so hard? That's all I wanted.
I know.
That's all I wanted.
Sorry.
What's your Instagram handle, Charlotte?
It's at Char Mary Wen, because Charlotte Mary Wen was too long. But then after I created it, I regretted it, and I was like, maybe it should be Charlotte Mary Wen, because that's like my full
Your
name.
name,
But
yeah.
I think it's too long. So
it?
it's too late to change it.
I don't think it is.
I don't know. I think it's too late to change
Okay.
it.
Thanks,
Well, maybe I'll think about it. So by the time this is posted, it's either Char Mary Wen or it's Charlotte Mary Wen.
Look for her. You'll see her. Charlotte, thank you so much.
Thank you so. Oh, and Veggie on the Roadie.
Oh, I forgot about this account. Dang it.
No. It's okay, but I really want to start getting free food in my life, so we can follow me at my Veggie on the Roadie. That's my account. Roadie is DIE. Yes. Veggie is me. I'm the Veggie on the Roadie.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Josh.